Hi, I'm here in my studio with Krista Svalbonas and Lars Alverson, and they came to visit me. And yesterday, Krista came into the studio. I don't really have a lot of visitors, and I have all this work out, and she just said, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is maybe, and I realized how great it is to have other eyes in the studio. Yeah, studio visits are great. I don't know if I believe her on all of it, but still, it's nice to have the other ideas. The other thing that I was thinking about was teaching and meeting fabulous people. So I'm going to let Krista tell you the story about how we've met and how, her being a student of mine changed over years to being a colleague and a friend.
So I met Lisa, it must be at least like 7 years ago, something like that.
Longer, because I was teaching in Caustic at the Visual Arts Center, and that's where you came.
Yeah. And so I took an encaustic class with Lisa to learn how to develop that painting skill. And she was awesome, which made me just take more classes with her and continue to develop as a painter, because I hadn't really painted before then, and so that her classes really helped me develop that mindset. And then in turn, Lisa and I had a different kind of relationship where I taught her bookmaking. And so, and that was for a particular
She
college
actually
course.
helped me get a job. So I went from the teacher to being the complete student, where I was teaching fundamentals of design, which, it was great to relearn that. But bookmaking, if you all know me, you know that is like way out of my comfort zone. and so, she taught me how to bookmake, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
So that I could teach other people, which didn't last that long, but I do have that skill. But besides that, how many collaborations have we done together?
I think it's been 5 at least. Yeah, 5 collaborations of various sorts. So some that were like painting oriented, some that were photographic oriented, many that became exhibitions in New York and New Jersey. So we've done a whole variety.
Chicago.
Yeah, in Chicago, yeah.
So there's a really nice synergy there, and her being a photographer and a painter and a sculptor with my talents too. It's a great combination.
Yeah. It's good because there's like a good yin and the yang, like I like to be really precise and Lisa likes to be really loose, and so there's a good like challenge for both of us, right? I learned to loosen up, and Lisa learned to like be a little bit more formal with some things, like precise with some things. So yeah, it's a good balance between the two of us, I think.
So I'm going to just go back to having eyes in the studio. Thank you for visiting,
Yeah.
but I'm just going to give a plug for my own, I call it virtual visit, I don't even know what I would call it, virtual studio visits. Basically, I'm doing some mentoring with other artists, just like her coming in here. We go on Skype and I look at their work, and we talk about formal issues, we talk about, influence, looking at other art, possibly getting shows together. It's just really fun to have that kind of connection with other artists. Besides that, my teaching and my own practice.
Yeah, I think that Lisa has a really good part of why I helped Lisa get a job is because I recognize that she's a really good teacher. But she also has a really wonderful talent in being able to quickly adapt to anybody's work. So she can come in, look at something, and right away understand where you're coming from and then what would help benefit you moving forward as an artist. So I highly recommend anything you can take with her. I certainly learned a lot, and I think she's just a wonderful instructor.
Thank you.